The Biden administration's legal battle over social media content moderation will reach the Supreme Court on Monday when the justices are set to hear arguments over whether federal officials violated the First Amendment by urging platforms to remove posts they deemed false or misleading. The case was brought by two Republican attorneys general who are challenging the administration's efforts to curb misinformation online, efforts they describe as a campaign of censorship by the government. At the heart of the case were attempts by the Biden administration to police online misinformation about the legitimacy of the 2020 election and COVID-19. A Louisiana-based federal judge sided with the attorneys general last summer and barred federal officials from contacting social media companies relating to any manner the removal, deletion, suppression, or reduction of content containing protected free speech. Months later, the Fifth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals narrowed that judge's order while still agreeing that the Biden administration likely did violate the First Amendment by urging social media companies to take down specific content. The appeals court ruled that the federal agencies cannot coerce social media platforms to remove posts countering the government's stance. Now the Supreme Court is tasked with drawing the line between government speech that is acceptable and speech that coerces private entities into doing the government's bidding. Biden's Justice Department has argued that barring talk between federal officials and social media companies limits the government's ability to address matters of public concern, prevent national security threats, and relay information. The attorneys general described the relationship between the government and social media companies as a vast censorship enterprise in need of dismantling. Tech groups, meanwhile, say that the justices should steer clear of labeling them state actors because of their communication with the government. The case, scheduled for oral arguments on Monday, adds to a Supreme Court term dominated by critical social media issues that could have resounding implications for online speech.